So why does nobody talk about how much the Halifax Waterfront has changed anymore? So when I first came to Halifax, I'd actually just been in Toronto. So when I landed in Halifax Airport, it was actually under construction. It was foggy, it was gross, it was wet, it was pitch black. And at that point, I wasn't really sure how I felt about Halifax. But then we came over the bridge and I saw the waterfront and I knew that was it for me. I wanted this place to be my home. When I first came to Halifax, the waterfront looked completely different. And actually, a lot of the changes that have happened here, the major ones, have been the last few years. So when I was originally here, at the very end of the boardwalk, you had Novus Crystal, which was an amazing place. They made handmade crystal and it was awesome. Unfortunately, it closed a few years ago. Also down the end, there used to be all these kiosks. These kiosks right here, actually, they used to be down there. That's where you do your boat tours, the harbour hopper, and it was a really cool little busy part of the waterfront, and the rest was all boardwalk. And a few years ago, they switched it all up. So the biggest addition probably to the waterfront has been the Queen's Mark. Not only do you have an amazing hotel and restaurants down there, it means events like the Evergreen Festival can happen all along the boardwalk. Here, this little fixed food court, great place, kind of a centre where a lot of people will come, visit and enjoy a lot of the touristy stuff about the waterfront, but if you're a local, you get to enjoy it too. And what they've really done is make the waterfront more than just something people come and look at, it's like something they come and experience. Now along the way there has been pushback to some of these projects, and some of it was justified concern that we would be affecting the businesses and we may lose some of these businesses, but I do think a lot of it was just the idea of change in general. Now fortunately, a lot of the stuff we see in the boardwalk has worked out really well, it's been well thought out, and we have a much better boardwalk for it. And I think as a city where we're going through so much change now, that's going to be something that I think we're just going to have to get used to, but we do have to make sure that the changes we make sense for all of us as a city. Now as we roll into holiday season, there's going to be a lot of people that will come downtown for the tree lighting and the parades, and it's a great time to be in the city, but don't overlook coming down to the waterfront. Like I said, the Evergreen Festival happens down here, and it's one of my favourite events of the year because you get to experience the boardwalk in the winter with little campfires everywhere, hot chocolate, winter vendors. It's just a great time to be on the waterfront. So I guess the point I'm trying to make is the boardwalk has changed so much since I got here, which admittedly has been like 15 years, but really the big changes have been less than 2 or 3 years. And I think the reason why I want to keep talking about them is that, remember, just what a good job the city's done of making this boardwalk as accessible and as fun and as enjoyable for all of us to experience. And as we continue to grow as a city, it's that kind of thought process that we should be focused on to make sure that the businesses still can stay here, the tourists can still come, and the locals can still enjoy it. Thank you for watching this week's video. If you've got any questions about Halifax or the boardwalk, please let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.